My name is Father Stephen Tilley. I'm the pastor of St. John the Baptist Parish.
My name is Father Michael Augustine Amabisco. I'm a Dominican priest and I'm chaplain at the Skaggs Catholic Center.
If you're wondering what the origins of Easter is, you don't have to look farther than Scripture, where after dying on the cross and resting in the tomb for 3 days, Christ victoriously resurrects from the grave. As Catholics, we have a long-standing tradition that the origins of Easter, the ground zero of Easter, would be in the Holy Sepulchre in Jerusalem, which is where Jesus rose from the dead. This is the most sacred night that we celebrate because we remember Christ's victory over sin, suffering, and death, and His promise to us that through our baptisms we share in His life, in His death, and His resurrection.
I think the earliest would be Mary Magdalene at the tomb.
Absolutely.
She sees a gardener, or who she believes to be a gardener, and says, "Where have you taken him?" She realizes that person there is Jesus. I think that's probably the first celebration, the first actual Easter celebration, is when she realizes that her love, that Jesus is there and present, not dead, hidden in the tomb.
The biggest symbolism, we pulled it up for you, is actually the Paschal candle. So a candle is a very simple symbol that, well, what does it symbolize? Well, light in the darkness. It gives us hope. And so the Paschal candle comes from the Paschal fire, and that fire is symbolic of the life that Jesus gives us when He rises from the dead, that no matter where we are in our lives, no matter where we're suffering, whatever darkness we have or doubts, like the love of Jesus Christ, like can brighten that and give us hope.
We engage in the great commandment that we're given to love God, to love ourselves, and to love our neighbor. And through fasting, we deprive ourselves of the satisfaction of being well fed and full. We deny ourselves that in a sacrifice to God.
In the Stations, there's this moment where Simon the Cyrene helps carry the cross for Jesus, and it's a constant reminder for me that Jesus could have bore the cross by Himself, but He chose to allow someone else to carry the cross for Him for a bit. And that also is this way that He teaches us to allow others to help us too.
I really enjoy the Stations of the Cross during Lent, especially on Good Friday, because a lot of times you'll see people in the church doing the Stations on their own. I really enjoy it when we come together as a community to do it, because there's a sense of sort of stepping out of our present time, and we kind of step back and we journey with Jesus on that path to Calvary.
Love your neighbor, be patient, be kind, be merciful, love your enemy.
Go to Mass.
Go to Mass on
Sundays.
Sundays.
Mass on Sundays.
Go to Mass on Sundays.
Yes,
that's right.
that's a big one. I mean, we celebrate. We're reminded. We participate in that resurrection every Sunday.
God should be first, and one of the easiest ways to make God first is come to Mass on the Lord's Day, and to mark it as a sacred day.
I think it's kind of in the spirit of Lent. I mean, one of the things we do at Lent is we make room, we make space in our life. We make space in our life to prepare for Easter, but also to have a new, maybe renewed encounter with God. We lead super busy lives nowadays, and it just seems that the world just has a way of invading our lives in every way, through social media, through the phone, through whatever, and it's really difficult. It has to be very intentional to make that space for God.
One of the greatest things that like a family can do to grow closer to the Lord is just like dedicate some time to turn off the cell phones, or not bring them at like a family dinner or something like that, because we live in a society that wants to interrupt our silence, and God speaks to us in the silence so often. That there's hope. No matter how dark it might feel at the moment, that you're not alone, that Jesus is in the midst of your suffering, that Jesus is with you, and that Jesus has overcome this, and that Jesus promises us something that we can't even fully imagine, which is life eternal.
This power of love that Jesus exemplified on the cross, exemplified in his life, is always with us. Always with us. And it's not far from you, it's not removed from you, it's there always, especially in your time of need.